Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us again. Enlightenment through meditation. Our sessions every Saturday at 6 o'clock in the evening, California time. Once again, I would like to thank everyone who has come, their feet, their minds, their brains, their hearts, to take the time to come here. And I would like to thank all of you, my computer listeners, who turn on the computers, take the time to sit, and hopefully enjoy the session like I do. It's always a pleasure, and I look forward to meeting with you online. We have been going through self-awareness sessions. This is our 10th session. And all this time, we have talked about what is self-awareness after all? How does it grow? What happens when the growth occurs? What are the tests that come in place? How do we win? Sometimes how do we lose? But we move on if we truly want to, because only it's up to us. And if we want, regardless of what anyone else says, we will be concentrating on our own self. And if we know that, we are progressing further and further along, we will keep doing it because we need to convince us that this is the right thing for us to do. So let's move on today on this session, where as the virtuous characters grow inside us, when we follow enlightenment and meditation and awareness and self-guidance and connecting within ourselves, the treasures within ourselves come out little by little by the nature of them. You know, if you put the seed into the ground, what happens? You need to give it water, you have to make sure the sunshine is there, the air is there. It does take time, but the sprouting will happen. And the other thing is, you are not supposed to dig in every day to say, is it growing? You just need to do what it takes to do. And we notice that little by little the small plant comes. It's very delicate. You have to be very careful. Sometimes we put a stake next to it, right? So it doesn't fall, it doesn't break, the animal doesn't eat it. But once it takes the grounds, then it starts to grow on its own. Same thing happens with self-awareness. When we start into this path or this way of life, we may call it, then first of all, it is small, it's delicate. Little thing happens, we start evaluating it, checking it, get shaken, what's happening? Maybe it is due to that, all at the level of mind. And sometimes we get lost very quickly, just like the little plant I used the example. It falls very quickly, it takes no time. But once it's a big tree, loaded with a lot of fruits and everything, whoever gets the fruit also gets the seed. So they can go eat the fruit, enjoy it, and put the seed into the ground, so the next tree will be made. Tree is complete in itself. That's why the ones who are realized are called complete. Because you can enjoy them. They have complete power, complete juice of life. They have enjoyed. They give the same fruit to us. And when we eat it, at the end we find the seed. And if we take the time to plant it, the seed starts to grow. So that is all that happens when we go within. Because I mentioned many times, we are the teacher, we are the student, the body is the school. So we learn everything within ourselves. So in this session, we will concentrate more on humility, because humility is another character that comes out as these properties, the good properties, good treasures that are within us start to come out when we concentrate on us. And then we are given this power to look at those more and more. And as we see them more and more, concentrate on them more and more, we start enjoying them. We find there is something so peaceful in it that you feel like I need it more. You get addicted in a way to those qualities which come out, because they are pacifying to our mind, ourself, whoever we get in company of, those starts to radiate from us. So as the self-awareness grows more and more, the character of humility comes in ourselves. So I wanted to go over a little bit, because sometimes when we look at it, we don't really know what is humility. What is called really humility? Sometimes we think somebody who is very poor, he is humble because he has to be humble. What a choice a poor person has. Whereas a person who is powerful, in terms of he's got money, he's got power, he's got education, he's got family, he's got friends, he doesn't have to be humble. What is the need? He says it gets done, that's good. What is the need for humility? So what is humility actually? Why it comes into play? How does it grow? Why does it grow? And really necessarily why it develops in us when we choose to walk on the path of self-awareness. Why humility becomes such a big deal for a person who is going into within. And then what are the benefits when we become humble? And what is the hurt? And really, who hurts? When you become humble, you like it. Someone likes us within us. Someone doesn't like within us. And then we will go over a little bit. Who likes and who doesn't like? What are the benefits? And what is the hurt within us? So let's go into what is humility actually. Humility is something where you can do everything, but you realize that I cannot do anything. Very contradictory. And why so? If I am powerful and can do everything, why shouldn't I? I should feel good about it. There's a lot of pride involved. You know what? I can do this and I can do it for you too. That's another thing. But with the path of awareness, almost an opposite path to traditionally what we know. Traditionally, whatever we do in spirituality or when we go within, it's kind of just the opposite. So, as we start to grow within ourselves, little by little by little, and as I said, it takes time. It takes many lives sometimes, and sometimes it is quick. But it does take time. If the heart is not at the right place, it takes very long. If we are trying to understand, analyze, judge it, make our moves right, it's very hard. And especially if we try to do it, fake it under the name of spirituality, we really can never find it. So why should we become humble, or why humility comes into play? What happens when you I want to use a really example of day-to-day life. When we go to school and we start reading from grade 1, A, B, C, D is a big deal for us. And we feel like we know it. I know it, A, B, C. Then we start learning making words, little words together. And we feel good. We say, okay, we now can make words. The child who's learning is growing, feels really good. Lot of pride. Then we start making sentences. We move on. We learn grammar. We do more and more and more. And our horizon becomes really big. So big that we wonder, oh my God, I know so much. But at the same time, something else comes into play. And what is that? That is, we start looking at what others have done as well. So our ocean, which started with the letters A, B and C, which was very small, becomes bigger, 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 so big that we start finding that, okay, I have done so much, I know so much, but there are others also who know so much, who have done so much. If we start going into a doctorate program, we find out how much research has been done previously, how much was found wrong, how much more has to be done. So our awareness becomes so big that we get to see all this. And sometimes when we see so much, we find out that what we are saying that only we know, so many people already knew, they didn't find value in it, moved on and have found this. At that time, we say, maybe I don't know as much as I was thinking. That's a test. That is an awareness that we thought we know it all, we really don't know as much, right? So same thing happens in spirituality. When you grow and you go, as the awareness gets higher and higher, we start feeling, sometimes we get many powers, we can do things, and we all know, sometimes we go and seek help of someone who says, I can make you well. We like that. Somebody says, hey, I know certain frequency, do you have this problem? I can fix you. We like it. We run to them. We forget that there is a bigger ocean they got that power from, if they do. Same ocean we are accessible to also, but we don't want to go there because whatever reason that could be. So when we start to get into this awareness, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger horizon. At some point, at some part, we realize that, what? It's non-ending and I really don't know. This ocean is so deep that my yardstick that I had, and I was dipping a little bit and deeper, that I don't know where is the end. When that happens, there is a sudden change in inside. When that change happens, you get into the form of humility. Because although I can drink a cup of tea, I can make food, I can take my dog for a walk, I can construct this, I can read this, I can comprehend this, but you also realize at one point that there is a power within me that is making all this to happen. If that power goes away suddenly, although I will have the same brain, although I have the same physical features, but I may not be able to move up my hand even then. So what happens with those feelings? A type of humility develops, where we start to realize if this person is physically poor, that's okay, because there is so same consciousness, fully enlightened, and you start looking at that person in that light. You become humble. You will not treat them as they were any inferior. than you or me or whatever that may be. We look at them, we respect them more because our inner self says, go help them, because they are alike, just circumstances are not so much in their favor as yours. And why? That is different lectures we will go into, that how destiny opens and what are the theory of karmas and all that. But the part of humility develops from inside. Your heart becomes softer and dictates the mind to make a move. And the move could be of the kindness, which we shared in the last session. So little by little these things start to grow, especially the humility, which is a really base. When the inner self grows, the first thing that starts to expand within ourselves is the breakdown of ego, leading into the humility which starts to develop. So as the solid big mountain of ego starts to fall, the little humility starts to grow from there. And once we start practicing the humility, and if our heart is at the right place, and if we have liking for our self-awareness, we start tasting it. And we find that in humility there is a lot of peace that comes with it. These qualities are such, which I was mentioning, the caring part, the kindness part, the sharing part, loving part, satisfaction part, peaceful part, they are all interlinked. And humility is such a thing that as we develop, because we are becoming lowest, if you look at the earth, unlimited. I don't know how much is the earth. Wherever you go, we walk day and night on earth, non-ending. Wherever you go, you find earth. But it is so low, somebody is spitting on it, somebody is urinating on it, somebody is putting rocks on it, we are making gardens on it, we are planting trees on it. But from earth's perspective, if you look at it from that perspective, it's just taking in. There is no retaliation. It's just there. It's giving us more and more and more and more. So there, in a way, earth is very humble because it's no retaliation. So as we start growing within ourselves and move into spirituality, we realize that we become humble. And if this humility is not growing in us, that is also a sign for us to reevaluate, re-look into ourselves. Are we too stuck in our pride? Because pride is the one that keeps us like, I am good. If we are very down to earth at the level of heart and we are humble, we still do our duties, we still do at the best level, so we perform the best, but we don't feel like there is nobody like me. We still feel that we were not the doers, but we were used to do this function for the betterment of whoever is involved. And that makes us feel humble because we didn't do it. So the benefits or all this praise shouldn't come to us. Why? We didn't do it. We take it for granted. But we were definitely used. So we used our mind that was given to us for our own benefit. Right? So these are the things that develop as self-awareness starts to grow more and more in us. That is what humility is, where we don't feel so full of pride from heart. Because as I have mentioned in many of my sessions, if we do an act because spiritually asked for it, we don't believe it, and we fake it in a way, our heart knows it. It's not registered. That's the law. That's how it operates. And who knows? Only the doer, we know. We know exactly how much humility in our act is, how much ego involved is. Everything we are aware exactly. And when we become truly humble, into nothingness we move into, then there is a lot of realization at that point comes, which we go into later sessions. That what is nothingness and how do we move into that. But humility is a very main character that starts to develop in us when we start following self-awareness, path of self-awareness. Why it develops? Why does it come? So humility is something where we are saying that we are not doing anything, not looking for recognition, not looking for returns. All these things which I mentioned just now, they become expectation. When there are expectation, if I do good to someone in pride, I am proving something. When I am proving something, the other person may like, may not like. I like it, but I am still, we are social animal. We are dealing with others. So what happens when I am doing good? I am expecting some praise from others. If it's not coming, it's bothering me. So the commotion is starting at the level of mind. That act is not humility. Because humility is when our demands, our expectations have gone down to level zero. Nothing. Totally nothingness. So therefore, humility is in a way a guide point where it tells us how far we are progressing, how good we are progressing. Because as the progress is more, we truly become humble. And humility, true humility is important. Showing off that I am humble does not work. It doesn't take us anywhere. Because who are we fooling? Our own self. So as we start learning into the path of awareness, we grow into it. These qualities, as I mentioned, start to come out. Humility is the major one of the major ones. Because the humbleness comes. In humbleness, we treat others. In humility, we listen to their problems. In humility, we serve them. Whatever we do at like serving them, not demanding respect or praise from them. That is how it grows. Why it develops? Because it is developing to take us further on. There is more. There is more and more and more. As I said, spirituality is unending, non-ending. It's beyond. It's path of beyond. So as we grow more and more, it develops, and the development of this brings out more treasures from us. On the same line, like the sharing. When we are humble, very humble, become too humble, we are eating something, someone walks in, we want to share in humility. Not proving anything, just sharing. And when we share, the food is good or not good, whatever we are eating and we are sharing, there is in humility, not proving a point like my food is really good. Because that's not what we are proving. At this point, when we are doing the awareness, it's growing, we are sharing the food because it's a good thing to share. So it's a character. This character of humility develops within us, grows more and more and more as we grow into it. What are the benefits? The benefits all happen at the level of heart. Because when you are humble, try with some of your friends or relatives that when you are talking and there is getting to a point of argument, you take the humble approach. You see the other person melting. The whole commotion suddenly changes into very pacifying thing because you backed off. So if two people were pulling the rope, tug of war, you let go, nothing happened to you. You are still the same. Your viewpoint is still the same, but you did not try to push it through other person. In humility, you made a deliberate choice. You said it's okay. If he's winning, that's fine with me. Because winning and losing is also game of mind. At heart, you may accept, you may not accept. But you avoided all the commotion. And what that does, that helps. That is going to definitely help pacifying the environment. Everybody around you is happy. And there is no commotion anymore. And that's a good thing, because this will spread. You will spread. If two people cannot get along and they find you can always help them through your humility and humbleness, they would want you to be a part of them, right? Because if you are there, all the problem is solved. So the benefits come in many ways. But the mind gets hurt. Because mind is demanding. It wants this, it wants that. And it is going, if you are going down, your respect is going down. People don't see you that way. They don't feel that way. So that is the hurt mind is targeted to give us. When we follow the path of truth, though, truth is powerful. Very powerful. It does not need anyone to confirm that you are doing right. Because as I had mentioned earlier, when you are right and you are into truth, the whole universe is with you and you become very powerful. So at that time, the mind is hurting. The mind is going, I know, I don't like this, I don't like this. And that again, within us becomes the war. And our growth pattern goes up and down because the test comes, we pass sometimes, we fail sometimes, but we stay on this path. We keep growing with humility, in humility, towards self-consciousness. And if we keep our effort going all the time, sooner or later we will make to our destination. So with that, I would like to end this session. Thank you so much for joining today. And as I said, I always enjoy these sessions. I hope you did too. If you have any questions, please make sure you write to us during the session, after the session on Ustream, or you can get back to us on our website, which is drkaurs.com. You can follow us on Twitter, or you can write to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/drkaurs. All these videos are available on YouTube. You can watch them. You can show it to your friends and family who have the similar interest, because one good seed makes a tree. Tree has many seeds. It becomes more and more, and all this spreads like wildfire. So I'm very thankful that you would share, or you do share already. These sessions are always present on the Ustream. They are recorded. You can come and watch them anytime later. Always remember, happiness is not too far, and I love you all. Thank you so very much for joining the session, and we will see you next Saturday, same time, Saturday, 6 o'clock. Thank you, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.